Kind of rare to get a couple of days off of practice time. What are you hoping as a team that you guys accomplish in those next couple of days?
Just a lot of film watching, a lot of communicating. Um, just watching a lot of our possessions where we could have been better down the stretch and throughout the game. The games that we played. So it's just really important that we utilize this time before we go on this 10-day road trip. 5 good teams. I think we have 5 teams that are pretty good in our league, and just great test on the road to go on on a road trip for that long, and just great team building. But you want to prepare before you go on the trip.
Speaking of that trip, what is it like going on a long West Coast trip with teammates?
You do the best you can. Obviously, it's nothing like being home, but that's really where you come together as a group, and you want to come out with a winning record. Just take those opportunities to be playing on other organizations' floors, or going against some other good guys in our league. Some great matchups up ahead. You just look forward to that challenge, and just really use the time to really build team camaraderie. Obviously, spending some time in the cities, and just all we have is each other. Obviously, we have our significant others sometimes on the trips, but for the most part, it's just us. So just use that time to continue.
Quarter.
Thanks for letting me finish my answer, but yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, you good.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
It seemed like they'd get it down to 4 or 5. You guys get it back up to 8 or 9. Did you ever feel like, okay, that's finally it now? We have control again, or they just kept coming?
I think I could speak for a lot of people that were watching. Also, while I was out there playing, that once Brandon Ingram kept making some of those tough layups, it was just kind of taking some of the momentum away from some of the possessions that we had. But great players are gonna make great shots, and that's what we continued to do. Kept running pick and roll, and we just had to keep executing and just stay together as a team and make sure that we weren't giving them any easy opportunities like we did in the third quarter, or some of them in the fourth quarter, or other past fourth quarters. So we just wanted to utilize that just to kind of get our breath, get our minds right, really, get the shots that we wanted down the stretch.
Kyrie, can you describe what your focus was in that closing run? You seemed to be focused on playmaking, and even when guys didn't hit the shots, it kept the offense in gear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's part of my responsibility is just getting in that paint. I draw so much attention. Being able to see that weak side. Guys are putting a triangle on me when I'm driving left or driving right. So, that's part of the evolution of my game, is just being able to make those plays as often as I can, whether I'm scoring or whether someone's getting a wide open shot. Just got to trust it. Continue to trust that the basketball guys will reward you for making the right play, and I think they did that for us tonight.
And have you ever sensed that this team needed that result after Detroit?
Man, I mean, 3 and 4 nights is never easy. No back-to-backs in this league is easy. We don't want to make any excuses, but we obviously wanted to come out and win this game and really, put a statement down for the rest of the week before we go on this long road trip. So it was good. We had an intense focus. I know you could feel it out there. I was really just trying to create great energy with the basketball throughout the game, and get to the free throw line, and just create easy opportunities for myself and my teammates.
Kyrie, were you aware that you broke a record tonight in Nets history?
No.
Apparently, through the first 7 games of the season, you now have scored more points than anybody in any other net ever. And in terms of points, rebounds, and assists, you the only other person with a higher average is Oscar. Does that mean anything to you when you hear that?
I'm happy to go down as another Irving in Nets history. That's a great thing, and I'm gonna continue to say it, but it's a dream come true. Since I was in 4th grade, I left the NBA Finals game, went home and wrote it on sheetrock, and now to be going in Nets history, I'm always appreciative of different records you break, but obviously doing it at home, it's just a different feeling. But obviously I know the important goals ahead, and that's something that just goes into the accomplishment book that I'm very grateful for.
Kyrie, what do you think of the ball movement tonight? I mean, 6 guys in double figures and every starter, the basket, 5-6 minutes in. How do you think you guys attributed it?
Man, I think that we were just taking advantage of the defensive schemes. They were up to touch on my pick and rolls pretty often. So, to that skip pass or hitting it, on the late in terms of Jared rolling or DJ rolling or guys getting cuts on the backside. It really helped us a lot in terms of our offensive schemes. You know, it was just we were playing the defense really well and making great decisions. Although the third quarter was 48 points, I mean, you're not gonna get too many kind of misses that we got tonight. But we'll take it. But we did a great job just executing that.
Kyrie, you've been talking about your new signature shoes as a representation of one community, that it's either all of us or none of us. Is that a message you carry over to the court with your teammates, even as so much attention has been solely focused on you from defenses and the media alike?
I mean, that's just part of my purpose that I fulfill, within my craft and what I do for a living. Obviously it could be a little, confusing, some of the long-winded answers I give. But I do believe in one community. There's all of us or none of us. Like I said, I believe in world peace. But when I'm here, out there on the competitive floor, I just want the best for my teammates. I want to go out there and compete and really put on the show and enjoy the game that I've been working so hard to be able to be great at. So, you try to find a balance between both of what you're, believing in what you stand for, and then also being able to play a game and create an art that you love to do. So, just find that balance in my creative input outside of the game, and then just bring it into the game. So, just trying to find that balance.
Kyrie, you talked about the 48 points in the third. I mean, what is the concern level with the defense and the turnovers you guys have had on offense?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
The defense giving up 48 points. What is your concern level there? And then with the turnovers on offense, I think you guys were like 23 or 24 tonight.
Man, that's just really just the one of our key points that we got to go over in practice. It's really those possession by possession games where we come out and start the third quarter and Brandon Ingram gets and one. I think everyone here has watched a lot of basketball. When someone starts off getting the N1, in the beginning of the third quarter, or shoots a three-pointer, or gets free throws, that quarter is going to be pretty special for them. It's just great players. They get that going. They get that edge, and I think that happened for Brandon Ingram tonight, where he got it going, and then other guys picked up, and they started picking up their pace. Josh Hart got involved. A few of their guys went down, but the other young guys really came in and made an impact on the game in that third quarter. So just got to be prepared for whatever the game brings, and being able to manage a lead with maturity. That's really what it comes down to. So it's going to take time, but staying with them, staying patient with my teammates is all it's going to take.
Hey guys, thank you.